Well, we're going to map 5, guys, here at the Overwatch League. Guangzhou Charge winning map 1. The Titans responding with a couple map wins of their own, but then it was Guangzhou once again taking it on Route 66, and that means we are going to our 5th and final map. It is Control. It is one of the maps that Guangzhou, frankly, looked way better than the Titans on so far in this series, so we'll see what happens, I guess. But I think Titans are going to have a tough time on this one.
Yeah, will we see Eileen come back in, who didn't even die on the first Control map, played an excellent Sombra. I too would agree that Eileen should go back in.
I think, don't get me wrong, I think Kib has been great on the Brigitte, but you know, you go back and Eileen just didn't die on Nepal. So if you're going to put somebody in on Control, I think you make that swap, and you do. There's a substitution. Eileen back in. Kib out for this one.
Now, do you put Stitch in is the question, because I think the Titans have looked a lot weaker overall when they're fielding Stitch in this meta. Not to say that I think Stitch is a poor player. Historically, he's been a very good player. But yeah, I don't think they're going to make that transition right now, which means I'm afraid that the Titans composition might be a little bit transparent, as probably they're going to really emphasize coming in and playing that 3-3 again. And I think the Charge have done a good job of countering that with some of their multi-DPS compositions.
Yeah, I think a lot of it, too, comes down to the Vancouver Titans' ability to sort of calm down. And the thing is, we know this team have played in very high-pressure situations before. I mean, I was there in Korea when they finally won their Korean Contenders Championship. That went to map 7 in that series. It was as tight, it was as stressful as it gets. They came out on top there. That's the kind of composure that they need to summon to finish this map off. And they're going to do it, they're going to try to do it anyway, on Achilios.
Worth noting that on multiple other occasions, these players have failed to deliver in high-pressure situations.
Multiple times.
Multiple times.
Contenders. Yeah, we cast another one of those ourselves, actually, back in the day. Yeah.
Yes, it's true that the last time was the time they won.
That's the most recent time.
That is true.
That's
why the most recent time.
That's why we're thinking about that one. That's the most recent time. Those other second places for Runaway back in the day, before they became Titans, we can forget about those, right?
My memory is not so short. I will remember them, but...
Mine is like goldfish style, man.
We do have Ruins first, which is going to be the best point to play the 3-tank, 3-support composition, because the pit is, you really can get in there and mix it up.
Sure.
Have those big death balls colliding. But Happy's going to go classic on us, and he's going to try and play this Widowmaker. Not many people, despite the long sight lines on this map, have been willing to play it, simply because it's easy for the tanks to hide behind cover, and you have to contest the point with fewer tanks and less healing.
So it's going to be the triple DPS option for the Charge as they get out here. Rio on that Hammond this time around. Meanwhile, Vancouver Titans, like we predicted, 3-tank, 3-support, but they are using Twilight on the Ana.
Rio, they're just trying to bottle him up right now.
Yep. All right, Titans rushing onto the point. Time to unlock it, but Charge gets going a little bit earlier. So Titans are going to need to win the fight and then change it around. Rio comes in. Oh, but he gets pushed back. He's in big trouble here. I can't believe he got out. That is pure Wrecking Ball speed right there.
Wow, he got out just in the nick of time after getting hit by that Bachymatic grenade, but Hotba is not so lucky.
Oh, Happy. Finds another one.
Is that what this Widowmaker player makes you know Happy?
It is. Like I said, I'm not even saying his name. That's just my emotion. Gets another one onto Twilight. His teammate Eileen, though, not so lucky. Titans, in the end, do actually claim the point first. So get all the headshots you want, Happy. Widowmaker can't take the point.
Oh, no! He couldn't demech that Diva. Chanu, with like 50 HP remaining, does not get demeched. Happy will sacrifice himself.
He's usually pretty good at demeching divas too. Like if you watch him play, weirdly enough, he wins a lot of those 1v1s.
Yeah, he can do a lot of damage to tanks, but that's not going to be what it is today. He does have to switch over to the Brigitte right now. A lost fight. They need to win this next one with an EMP if they want to have a shot on this map. So watch Eileen. This is crucial.
Yep, that's right. Didn't die in their first Control map. Today, there's the EMP. Gets a few members of the Titans here. Transcendence used by Charge to get in there as well with as much safety as possible. Nano boost, meanwhile, onto Bumper on the Titan side. No kills on that one yet. And now the Primal Rage for Bumper. They are buying so much time, up to 50% already. Bumper needing to be a little bit more careful here.
I mean, that was the second time in this series, though, where the Titans have reacted to an incoming EMP by nanoing the Monkey straight into a Primal Rage, and it basically just wins them the fight straight out. They cancel the EMP's effect.
You can't push forward on a nano-boosted Winston in that situation. It's true. I'm Happy down already.
Yeah, Titans really excellent shot calling right there, knowing exactly how they're going to counter that ability.
Yep. Whoa, thunk.
Oxal is just bonking the Guangzhou charge
Yeah,
there as he retreats.
Officially bonked him. The Vancouver Titans, Hotbed taking a nap. I'm tired too, I can't blame him. Charge with a chance to push back in here though. They've got a couple ultimates to do, but already over 90% for the Vancouver Titans.
I mean, they've got a Semmler on the point though, so Eileen is going to trigger this overtime, has the EMP. See how they respond to this.
Yeah, all right. Meanwhile, fight happening elsewhere. Twilight though, he finds EMP. Mortal Kombat on the point right now. Eileen has to translocate out. Nobody's getting to the point right now. And the Vancouver Titans, overtime. Triggered again at the last moment. Now Eileen comes in with a big EMP. And Titans losing players left and right at the last possible second. They're gonna reclaim the point. That's as close as it gets, man.
Yeah, Salome Soe dropped the Graviton when they realized it was a 6 versus 5, but they had to send somebody back to the point. Ended up being Twilight, and they couldn't quite kill Eileen, so by the time everybody on the Titans had to go back, they walked straight into the EMP, but Guangzhou used everything.
Yeah, and this is another one of those situations where, as the team sitting on 99%, you're feeling pretty good because you've got a ton of time to build up your own ultimates, come in, win one fight, round is over.
All right, so Guangzhou now choosing to back up. They did get some good charge onto Eileen as the Vancouver Titans had to deal with the Sombra on the approach.
Yeah, Eileen forced to translocate there. They found him out. Bumper charging forward here.
Nice sleep on the Hotba.
Yeah, that works out. They're going to take him for a ride with the charge, too. Hoxall finishing him off. Hoxall in trouble as well. It is Vancouver, though, flipping the point back in their favor. And charge on the defense here. They have to back away. Bumper, though, gets another one onto Happy. Looks like maybe they can close it out right here. Yeah, that's the kills you need if you're Vancouver Titans. Chara and Eileen just trying to make something out of pretty much nothing. And Lucio can keep things going for a little while, but not for forever. And that should be about it. Vancouver Titans takes round 1.
But that's going to be the best point for the Vancouver Titans.
It is.
Now we've got some points that I think are going to be a little bit more favorable to the charge.
We will see. Quick break, and we'll be back to see if Charge can equalize here on Ilios. Welcome back to Ilios, this 5th map between Vancouver Titans and Guangzhou Charge. We're going to Lighthouse for our 2nd round. Vancouver, a win on this round will win them a tight series. No 4-0, but I think they'll be happy with a win at this point. Meanwhile, Charge looking to equalize for that 3rd map, and there's Salome Soe on the McCree.
They are not expecting them to be playing 3-3. He's going to go change immediately. So.
Yeah.
He thinks there's going to be Tracers or Sombras or something right here. He's like, nope, got to go make this adjustment right now. We are happy to play the mirror.
Guess so. All right, they'll do it. Twilight over on the Zenyatta as well. Salome Soe swaps.
They're going to give up control, though. I mean, that's the issue. A little bit of mind games there. So Guangzhou opts into the matchup that Vancouver Titans didn't think they would want to take, and they'll get rewarded for their boldness with some free control percent.
If Vancouver can win a fight and rotate, though, they won't give up a whole lot. We'll see what they can do right here, right now. Two backing away. Onto the point. They got to regroup here. All right. Vancouver Titans, they got to find a time to push in. 20% for Charge already. Bumper wading in, hammer swinging. Oh, he gets low and taken down. They focus that Reinhardt really well, and now the rest of the Titans struggling to stay alive. Janu demaxed after Twilight falls, and that is going to be a regroup from the Titans.
And sometimes these mind games really pay off, though, because what happens is if you're going to switch your comp and give up the point, you need to be really confident that you're going to win as you come into that first fight, because if not, in a mirror like this, you're giving up the ult charge, and you already gave up 50% of the points. So it is truly an uphill battle now for the Titans.
And if you don't think you can win that first fight, it's absolutely better to give it up initially and make that swap. But then you end up in this situation. Oh, totally blocked. That Earth Shatter from Bumper did nothing. Charge in a better position than ever now. Happy with that Graviton Surge. Waiting for the Defense Matrix to go down. Just trying to roast Bumper. There's a grab. Bumper taken out by Hotba. Nobody to follow up on that Graviton Surge from the Titans. That's another lost fight. Not only did they lose the fight, they lost their Graviton Surge. This round is looking like it's all Charge right now.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a wash unless the Titans have some magic, because Happy's here. He's just gonna prevent them from getting onto the point with the Graviton Surge. They also have a sound barrier for protection. Slime still needs 10% more. Maybe they can live through this with Twilight's Trance, but they need to get to the point.
They've got a decent fight. They've got the Transcendence, and if they can get through that, they're gonna have the sound barrier. Slime's gonna build it. They gotta get on the point right now though, 95%. Graviton Surge used, and there's Bumper caught by the self-destruct from Charge. They're gonna get Rio, so maybe an opportunity here for the Titans. Sound barriers on both sides as Happy picks one up onto Janu. Titans still struggling a little bit here, and by a little bit, I mean a lot. There's the grab, but where are the kills? A lot of people getting low. Maybe it's a chance. Salome Soe walking in. He's got so much damage coming out of that Zarya after this Transcendence ends. They might just be able to flip it.
They can't do it because that Trance was just slightly late. Got so much damage in with the Graviton Surge and the alternate fire from Zarya. That's gonna feel good if you're the Vancouver Titans. They have to run it all the way back though.
Yeah, a nice thing for the Titans too is that they're almost up to another Transcendence. Twilight making good use of that fight to build a lot of ultimate percentage again.
Right, so now Guangzhou coming through on the high ground. They will drop down, start to contest this. Vancouver Titans, they must really be careful about how many of their ults they're going to be committing to these engagements. Ult economy, super important right now.
Maximum efficiency from here on out for the Titans if they want to close this series out. Double rally comes in for each side. Armor to work through for both teams. There's the grab.
Another one.
Can they get the kills though? That's what you need. Ooh, Hotbutt getting a little bit low. Happy is down. They are going to chain it in. It's a great Earth Shatter from Rio, but they need more than that. There's a reset from the Charge. Titans lost 2, but they hold the point.
And Salome Soe already had that grab because of how much damage he did in his last Graviton Surge. But now, this is the do-or-die moment for the Titans. You've got a Shatter and a Sound Barrier, and Guangzhou is going to be coming in with a grab of their own.
Yep. They're also going to have double support elements. They're going to have that Sound Barrier in just a moment here. So Charge really positioned well to try to take this point back.
Here we go, Happy.
Yep.
Trying to charge up, already at 75, feeling good.
Would say so. All right, they're gonna come in with a Earth Shatter, and that does force Charge back, forces them to use that Sound Barrier a bit easy. Now the Graviton Surges come in for both sides, and Hotba grabs 2 with the self-destruct. Charge gonna take this point back pretty easily, and that should be the second round. And with what has been a very back and forth series, why would the last map be any different? Overtime expires, and Charge are going to tie things up here on Ilios.
And this is great for the Charge, Doa, because Well is likely going to be their best point. When you want to play a lot of flankers, when you want to play potentially the Widowmaker again, Well is going to be the go-to right now.
That's the hope anyway, but it all comes down to this round. Vancouver Titans, Guangzhou Charge, 5 maps in that 5th map. Tied up.
Oh boy, I wonder.
Well.
Yeah, we're looking at this right now, Doa, and I wonder if Vancouver Titans is going to be baited into playing the McCree again, because their big problem was having to swap late.
True.
And they're showing it, and they're thinking Guangzhou is going to play the Tracer or the Sombra, and they're not.
All right, well.
Oh no.
You might just stick with it if you're Vancouver now. I mean, hey, you went back, you swapped, it didn't work out. Maybe you just try to force the McCree now. We'll see.
They're not going to go back. They're not going to have time. They got to make it work.
That's right. At least when the Winston comes in, you can try to have that flashbang ready. Rio getting aggressive, pushing forward with that Tesla cannon.
You just can't stand next to them. Right? I mean, with this Orisa, like, you just can't do it. They're just going to bully you. Salome Soe gets happy, though. That is huge.
I mean, when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, if you can get the picks, you can win the fights, and that's exactly what the Titans are starting to do here. Salome Soe coming up big with that McCree.
Oh, wow. That is absolutely enormous for the Titans that they got the picks.
Yep.
Guangzhou went in thinking they could push them off. Didn't end up happening, and now, fortunately for Vancouver, they are able to start the control percent rolling. It's sort of in a situation where you have to do that, though, because once Guangzhou comes back with ults, you're going to reset and go back to 3-3 most likely if you're Vancouver.
Pretty much, yeah. But for now, they have to work with what they've got. They do have the Deadeye from Salome Soe Gschwind-Penski. Here comes the engage, has to back away. Fanning the hammer, there's a Deadeye. Can they knock him out of it? The tumbleweed's rolling, but will the heads roll? No, not quite, not this time. They do force charge away, get a little bit more percentage as they rotate around. They got Chara. Janu with a big pick there.
A big stun, too, onto the Winston, and that's just going to be them focusing him down. He was stunned multiple times in the Primal Rage, so Vancouver making the most of this composition.
You don't get much more alone than Rio was in that ultimate just now, and now Vancouver Titans does have more ultimates online. Bumper's going to have the supercharger for Orisa soon as well, and man, if you can supercharge a McCree, you're feeling pretty good.
Happy's early death has hurt them a lot, too, because no Graviton Surge in sight.
Here comes Guangzhou. Got to turn it around. They're going in with the sound barrier, getting very aggressive. Oh, but that's a drop. Shu pulled off with the halt. Whoa, Salome Soe gets one on Eileen as well. And it turns out at the end of the day, you still got to respect that Orisa right click, man. The halt doing work.
Desperation there from Guangzhou, trying to engage with sound barrier because they have to rush that fortified point with the Orisa if they're going to win. Now it's looking bad for Guangzhou.
Now you're really concerned, because even if you try to transcendence your way in there, you can still pull that Zenyatta right into the well yet again. Salome Soe again. Ooh, he's a little bit isolated. That's dangerous. Flashbang gets absorbed by the defense matrix. Barely gets back to the Orisa shield. Crazy tough moment for Salome Soe, but he lives. They
gotta hide.
Yeah, they're gonna wait out that Deadeye. Supercharger in now for the Vancouver Titans side. They've got that extra damage. There's the sound barrier. Bumper loses his ultimate. Oh, Happy! He gets his grab. Absorbed by Janu again. Janu's had so many of those. But here comes the self-destructed. Bumper gets caught and went just on the other side of the shield. So charge. They do not quite flip it back yet, but maybe they can get it. Hawks all down. That's the opportunity they were looking for. And they finally get their control percent building.
Slime gets a style kill onto Eileen to end things, but it was after the fight had already been lost for the Titans.
Yeah.
And now here's the big reset moment. Everybody has to reconsider their composition. That means the Titans going to be moving over to the 3-3. Does reset their ults, but they've got 100% to make it back into this game. However, still likely to be quite close.
Turns out the supercharger couldn't beat the charge. And Vancouver Titans with those swaps are going to try to win this last fight and try to take this series. 99% for them. They only need to win one fight to take it. Rio with the Primal Rage. His last one not working out too well, but now he has the Titans right where he wants them. Gets in the middle, separates a few members of the team. The support ultimates come in. Can Rio finish anyone off? Not quite, it seems like. Hawks all down. No, Shu does work. Gets one for the bloodthirsty Zenyatta's out there. And now Titans in a lot of trouble. 50% for Guangzhou charge. Titans need a fight win, and they need it now.
And no exit kills on the side of Guangzhou either. So that's not going to be a long delay for the Vancouver Titans as they're able to recollect their team relatively quickly. But Happy, take a look there at that Graviton Surge. Salome Soe 15% away.
Yeah,
this fight is crucial.
I was going to say, they need Salome Soe to get that grab. Oh, Bumper going in. Going for the Primal Rage really aggressively, trying to get behind it. If he gets stunned, there's the shield bash. There's the kill. Got too deep. A little bit too quick. The grab not working out. Oh, Janu! Janu! Manages to get the 4K. The Titans with the crucial play at the very end. I think Slime might have gotten a boop there himself as well to set that up. Any way you slice it, that's going to be Vancouver Titans taking the series. Combo time, and they will win it.
And that's what happens when you don't have a Reinhardt or a sound barrier. You don't have a shield. You don't have those overshields from the Lucio ultimate to save you if that self-destruct comes in. Stylish way to end the map from Janu.
It was play of the game, so I'm watching this again on our monitor, and yeah, it was Slime that came at the very end, got that last boop to displace the charge and set the go-ahead kills up for the Titans. What a series that was. You know, Bumper said they were going to beat everybody 4-0. I don't think anyone really believed that, but they did come away with a win. So Vancouver still unbeaten in the Overwatch League early on.
I think you do have to reevaluate Guangzhou a little bit as well. I mean, we saw them with a stylish 4-0 over the field, but this is a team that really has been able to compete with some of the very best now that they've taken Vancouver to the limit.
Well, the question, remains the flexibility between like Kib, Eileen, their roster switches between maps. I think they're going to need to find a way to tighten those up a little bit. Otherwise, they're going to kind of have some issues like they did today. Meanwhile, let's send it down to Danny, who has Hoxall ready for an interview.
Thank you so much, Doa. What is up, everybody? I am here with Hoxall from Vancouver Titans. Make some noise. Congratulations on the win. Now, the week is not over for you guys. You guys have San Francisco Shock tomorrow, and I feel like it's a rare occasion for a team to have back-to-back matches like this. For you and Vancouver Titans, how did you guys prepare for your week? 자, 어떻게 보면 오늘 이기고 이제 내일 또 경기가 하나 더 남았는데 지금 이렇게 연속으로 경기가 있는 게 이렇게 그렇게 많은 쉬운 건 아니잖아요. 어떻게 밴쿠버 팀은 좀 준비를 하셨나요 이번 주를?
저희는 좀 연속 경기인 게 좀 좋은 것 같기도 해요. 빨리 경기하는 게 더 쉬우니까 네, 저는 그게 더 좋은 것 같습니다.
I honestly, in my personal opinion, having a back-to-back matches is a benefit for us because we could just build the momentum and keep on going, and it's an easier schedule for us. All right, thank you. And talking about San Francisco Shock, a lot of people have their eyes on this matchup, you versus the San Francisco Shock. Hoxall, if you could give a score prediction, what do you think the score is going to be? 자, 내일 경기가 또 많은 사람들이 굉장히 좀 기대하고 있는 경기예요. 학사 선수, 내일 경기 점수를 좀 예상을 해보자면 어떻게 매기고 싶으십니까?
저는 3대1로 예상을 하고 있어요. 샌프란시스코 쇼크도 좀 강한 팀이다 보니까 네, 저는 그 정도로 예상하고 있습니다.
Because San Francisco Shock is a formidable team, I am going to say that it is going to be 3-1. 3-1 as in Vancouver Titans winning, right? 밴쿠버가 이기는 3대1로?
네, 밴쿠버가 이기는 걸로.
Vancouver winning, of course. All right, that's all I have. Back to you guys, casters.
There you go. Thank you, Danny and Hoxall, and the Vancouver Titans are indeed #1 today. And I like that. He was smart. He didn't go we're going to 4-0 everybody easy route. He showed a bit of respect to the opponents. I think that's the right way to go. I like this Hoxall.
Still undefeated, though, the Vancouver Titans at the end of the day.
They are undefeated.
May have come down to that last fight, but they pulled it out, though.
True enough. Let's take a look at the last moment of that last map, because that was really something else, man. Janu, of course, getting the 4K, I think, with that bomb, but check out Slime behind him. Yeah, getting in there with that last little right click. So it was a combination of the displacement from the Diva, from the Lucio, that kind of gave him the kills to win the match. What an explosive way in all senses of the word to end that one. That was a great series.
It was. Flashy end, for sure.
For sure, yeah, that's right. Let's take a look at our player of the match by Omen by HP. It's going to be none other than Bumper. Yeah, you didn't get the 4-0 today, but you did get player of the match, Bumper. Way to go. Roasting those mines like nobody's business.
I love that.
Play of the game right there.
Roasting minefields. But on a more serious note, I think Bumper really deserved this because he was crucial to shutting down Happy in a lot of those engagements. And when the prime weapon of the Guangzhou charge is going to be Happy on some of these maps, you really need to figure out a way to deal with him. And that's exactly what Bumper did. And also, against the EMP, he was getting the nano boost. He was preemptively going in and just buying time until the hack ended from the EMP. So great situational awareness from Bumper and the rest of the Titans.
That's right. A great series and a lot to look forward to yet today. It's going to be the Chengdu Hunters versus the Florida Mayhem when we come back for our last series of Saturday here on the Overwatch League. It's been a ton of fun. Don't go anywhere, though. Yet another match coming up right after this.
The Overwatch League is brought to you by T-Mobile. High ground or low ground, T-Mobile has you covered.